The toy shop. In the late afternoon, just before the first stars peek out and the street lights turn on, it's wonderful to walk down this street of little shops in the village. This may be the best block of all. There are 3 little cafes, little restaurants, you know. And there's a wonderful bookstore with wide, dark wooden shelves just filled with all sorts of things to see. But the lights are just being turned out. And besides, there's another place to see tonight you don't want to miss. Look, it's Mr. Hassenpfeffer's old-fashioned toy shop. And there's the old man now, waiting for you. He has white hair and a bushy white mustache and beard, and when he talks with you, he gets the most marvelous twinkle in his eye. There's a little bell that hangs down over the door, and it rings merrily when the door opens, and when it closes again behind you. Quietly, the 2 of you make your way past the big wooden desk in his office and up a spiral staircase, around and around, then out onto a little balcony running all along one side of the shop. There's a little cot up there where you sit. Next to it are a simple wooden table and a chair where Mr. Hassenpfeffer sits. It's very quiet. You can hear your own breathing and the ticking of the cuckoo clock in the shop below. And then it begins. The little cuckoo clock bird comes out of his door on a tiny wooden shelf attached to a spring. Cuckoo, cuckoo, he cries over and over until you have counted 9 little cries. Before you have time to think about it, the 5 jack-in-the-boxes all pop up out of their boxes, each playing Pop Goes the Weasel, so that it sounds like a whole band is playing. And from inside each box, a light shines upward, casting a gentle glow around the toy shop. Then, slowly, the ballerina doll over in the corner rises to her feet, stretches her long legs, and leaps gracefully to the floor, spinning across toward the handsome tin soldier, who bows when he sees her. He puts down his long rifle and begins to dance with her. The teddy bears that take up a whole corner of the floor are all turning and hugging each other with real bear hugs. Down below you, you can hear a commotion, and suddenly the large stuffed panther and the large stuffed lion are rolling across the floor in a friendly wrestling match. They almost bump right into the ballerina, who still is dancing, and whose back is turned so she doesn't see them. But the tin soldier, always alert, does, and he lifts her out of the way just in time. But now there is a blaring of little toy trumpets, and everyone stops and turns. The gates of that wonderful toy castle are slowly opening. There's a funny little booming sound and a puff of smoke from the toy cannons on the castle wall, and out comes a glittering golden coach. Inside are the king and queen of the toys, waving through the windows to the others as their coach moves through the shop, pulled by a team of toy horses, All the other toys bow respectfully, and now you can see that some of the other dolls have set up a lovely tea party using the little toy china tea sets. They all lift drinks in honor of the king and queen, who bow politely and smile. After a while, the little cuckoo bird calls again, and they all look at each other and begin to clean things up. Almost before you could say, "I don't believe it," everything is put away just as it was before, and everyone has taken his or her original place. Oops! The lion jumps out to put back one teacup that was left behind. Then he takes his own place again. Mr. Hassenpfeffer leans over and whispers to you, "Don't tell anyone else." He tucks you into the little bed on the balcony. Then he tiptoes out, down to his room behind the shop. All this excitement has tired you out now. You're glad that the only sound left is the soft ticking from the cuckoo clock, lulling you off to sleep. You are so lucky to have seen this magical party and to be sleeping peacefully in the cozy bed on the little balcony above the toy shop, where you can play with the toys in the morning. But for now, like all of them, you want to rest quietly, happily, in the little toy shop in our favorite part of town. Good night. Sweet dreams.